Nelson.
Here.
And Mrs. Morris.
The first item on the agenda is the fall sports teams recognition. They're not here.
They're not here, and I guess it's difficult getting those kids together, and I was gonna say boys, but you know, we have girls and boys sports, male and female. And I do know that as we speak, the boys basketball team is practicing right now. We have a big game tomorrow against Frankenmuth, and they're preparing.
So let's just table that. Maybe we need to talk to Coach Seals and AD Seals and maybe come up with a plan on how we can maybe at least get the coaches here or something. We can table.
Okay.
Robin, any citizen participation?
I don't have any cards.
Any agenda adjustments? All right, hearing none. Next item is the consent agenda, which includes the November 2016 payment of bills, board report, minutes from the Monday, October 10th, 2016 business meeting, Monday, October 24th, 2016 committee of the whole meeting, and the personnel report. Is there a motion to accept the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Motion to support, any discussion?
Yeah, one question.
Okay.
On page with the first person's name, Aaron Downs. Is she an employee?
Aaron Down? No,
Aaron Downs?
Yes.
Employee, yes.
yes.
New employee.
What happened is she was not paid. We had to pay her to account payable. So she was not paid the right due. So what will happen is that will be adjusted to next pay, and then that will be reflected. So that will be adjusted too.
Okay. And
Anybody else?
with, I think Christy Arnold is an employee, right?
She's a contractor. Yeah.
Right, okay, Tricia Baker.
Pat Meyer.
Oh, Pat Byer, yeah,
Okay,
okay.
right, okay. I thought I read the same.
Right. She's right now helping our student services, and this will be her last year. Trying to make sure all the counts get in.
I remember that.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
72719 for AT, Frank 4 covering for 13.
72719, okay.
What we do.
I would have to find out if that's something that we had them do because of maintenance, something happened.
Mr. O'Donnell, did we have a spot in the gym that needed a floor? A spot in the gym that had to be replaced or fixed or something?
Well, they do that every, over Thanksgiving break. They do it over the, one time over the summer, and then they do it again over Thanksgiving break.
So this actually might have been connected to the,
But I don't know if that's through AT Frank flooring.
I can email you.
Was there carpet down there in the lounge or whatever that got the fire?
I don't know if there's carpet that way.
There's carpet, yeah.
Did it get replaced maybe?
Well, it did get replaced.
Oh, then we got reimbursement for that from the insurance company, because that's an insurance company.
It possibly could be that.
Yes. If it was recently anyway.
Well,
You want me to just email you, let you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
now that I'm thinking about it, probably was.
Yeah, it probably was for that amount.
That's not the whole one.
Any other questions, discussion? Okay, Robin, call the motion, please.
Mr. Long,
Yes.
Mrs. Morris,
Yes.
Mr. Allen,
Yes.
and Mr. Nelson.
Yes. Okay, next item is the organizational meeting date discussion. This is normally the first meeting in January, which would be the 9th. Anybody opposed to keeping it at that, on that date as the first meeting? Moving to superintendent comments. Mr. Allen.
I attended the season opener for the basketball team. All three teams won. It was a very nice game, exciting, nice crowd. I was a little dismayed with the performance at halftime by that dance troupe. I mean, if I want to see Beyonce, I will pay to have a Beyonce concert. But I'm just a bit taken aback by the amount of gyrating and floor hitting that was going on by those young women.
Well,
This might be a little long-winded. This is my last meeting. On board for 4 years, I tried to make some differences. A couple of the things that I tried to do were athletics, from getting the football field, the bleachers done, the new fence up. Got pretty lackluster support from coaches and athletes. Did get some support from parents. The last thing I tried to do when we all voted on this was the school, the sign program, which is a non-issue, and I've butted my head for a long time. We all voted, and those signs are supposed to be up right now in the gym. November 2nd, I made a request to get those taken down and put up to Jeff Ladd. Did not get done. I went in there today, it's still not done. I had a meeting with a group of coaches. Mr. Legal was there. I was extremely frustrated. I had one coach say, we shouldn't have to beg for money. I agree with that. I actually got up and left and said, good luck to you. And as I walked out, I said it was a waste of my time. We all voted that this was a good program, and it's not being followed through, because now I paid $900 for my business for 3 signs. The first basketball game was up. Tomorrow we have Frankenmuth. The signs are not up in the gym. That's where they're supposed to be. I'm this close to saying I want my $900 back, and I'll take the 3 signs back. Is that the right thing to do? It's not. And I won't. But I'm that frustrated about it. Like I said, I had coaches tell me we shouldn't have to beg for money. I didn't ask the coaches to go out and try to sell it. I told them to nominate students. If you all remember, that was what it was nominate some students. John told me that they had some hard issues, that he was pretty much told out and out 2 things, if I remember right. One is some people are lip service and won't get back to you, and others out and out say they will not support this school. Is that about the front of it?
Yeah.
Okay. And at that time, I looked at Eugene sitting next to me. I said, Eugene, your overall job is in sales. You get shot down an awful lot, don't you? Sales is tough. Yes, it is. I said, okay, but when it's something good and you want it, you gotta keep after it. You gotta keep making the phone calls. And all I asked for was a meeting with those coaches, and they were also, and I tried to address why, in my opinion, as a business person, the business community will not support the schools. And I mentioned 2 instances that happened at the football games. Dempsey just mentioned something else that happened that's not tasteful. And I said at that meeting, and you'll remember this, we can't change history. We can only learn from it and try to correct the future. And I pretty much got up and left, and I think you've never seen me that mad, have you?
No.
I was very upset, and I said, good luck to you, shook Eugene's hand, and said that this was a waste of my time. And after 4 years, this is another reason why I didn't run again, because I feel it was a waste of my time. Something like that, and we can't, I don't, as a businessman right now, I don't want to support the schools. And I'm, you know, like I said, give me my $900 back, give me my signs, but since somebody tell me why, when we voted on this as a board, and sure we only got maybe 5 signs, and I think I'm the one that accounted for all 5 of them, why they are not up in the gym when I asked on November 2nd. And I would almost like you to do something to Jeff Ladd, because I don't understand it. This was more than a month ago. We voted on this many months ago, and I don't understand.
And you're absolutely right, and I had a conversation with Jeff, well, it's been 1 to 2 weeks ago. He told me he took the signs down from outside, from the football field, and it was my understanding that they were getting ready to put them up in the gym right then and there, that day or within the next couple of days. So the fact that they're not up in the gym, and I've been in the gym, for the game, but there were so many people and there's so much excitement, I didn't look for the signs, so I didn't know that they were not up. But I will get on it. In fact, I will send him a message
When a
tonight.
business person pays for advertising on certain days, they expect it to happen, it didn't happen, I'm just, that's again why I didn't run, and one of the reasons. Why I'm actually happy that tonight's my last meeting, and it's a sad thing to say. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
That's a hard one to follow. Well, I agree with Larry that he's put in, you have put in a lot of good work here. I'm sad that you're not gonna be with us any longer, but I'm glad that you did come to make that point. That took a lot of courage for you to come. I think when people don't say anything, just turn their back, that shows that they don't care, but you are here. You're angry, but you do care because you came. And I'm sure somebody will follow up. I'll put them up. They need to be up. You know, if we all just have to get together to put them up. It can't be that hard to put them up.
No, you won't have to put them up. They'll get.
I mean, you know, really. So, they're gonna get up. Trust us, they're gonna be up there. Even though they're losing against the law. I just also would like to say, this has been a long kind of year for everybody. It's hard to believe that the year is actually closed. It's been a traumatic year, in many cases for most people. For my family in particular, I don't know if you remember that in February, when my grandson was born, we almost lost him. And it's just been a lot. And this time of year is kind of mixed emotions for most people because you're happy because it's Christmas, but then it brings back a lot of memories, and I've been thinking a lot about mine. And how much the school district meant to it. And that just kind of encourages me to keep working hard, and I'm motivated to continue. I'm glad that I was re-elected, or elected, I was appointed the first time. So I'm committing myself to do as much as I can. I haven't been in buildings that much first semester, but they're gonna be sick of me by second semester, or they're even gonna love me, one or the other. But Merry Christmas to everybody. I brought a box of candy and a card for everybody to share before you leave, to get one piece of candy at least. And look forward to having a happy new year. Welcome, Mr. Ryan, on the school board.
First, I want to thank Larry and Marty for their service, and Larry's effort on the sign, I agree with him. I'm disappointed. He was excited about it, he went out, he did the legwork on it, and it just was easy money. It just didn't seem like it was something, every kid wasn't expected to go out and sell these signs. The objective was, as I recall in the agreement, was that some of those kids with those personalities that could go out and engage people would be the ones to go out and sell them. I even gave a name of a business owner here in Bridgeport that's sitting in this audience today, and I don't think he was ever approached, were you?
Yes, I was.
You were.
I was.
But there are some that were not. And so I'm not sure what happened, but I have to side with Larry on this, and I hope those signs get moved and they get put up. So we follow through with that commitment that we made to those business owners. And so I agree with him. I share his frustration to some point. I mean, he really put a lot of effort into that. And aside from being frustrated, he probably hurt.
Well, there's,
He didn't do it for himself. He reached out to do this for these kids and give them. We shouldn't have to go beg for money, but the reality is, we have to go out and we have to ask for donations or sell advertising or candy bars. Bridgeport's flooded right now. Candy bars. I have a box on my desk, for goodness sake. So anyhow, thank you for that. And let's see what that get on signed because we need to follow through that commitment. Now, on a more positive note, we've had two of our high school football players, J.B. Jackson and Cody Burton. They have been nominated for Michigan High School All-Star Game. I've only had a little interaction with Cody, but I've had several with JB. Two great young kids. JB is he's just a terrific kid. Quite the character. But that's great news that they've been nominated. Do you know where they're at in that process, when that will be announced?
Usually that's like January.
It is January?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's keep our fingers crossed,
Yeah.
one or both of them.
Yeah, it's a big honor.
Yeah, it is.
So
Sure is.
it's tough to make it, so we'll hope that they do.
Yeah, good. Also, Teddy had brought up an issue, staff member had brought a concern to her about the playground at Thomas White. And so she emailed me, Carol and I had some dialogue, but we don't actually own that playground. That actually belongs to the intermediate school district. So Carol reached out to them, and they're aware of the issue. They have it taped off right now, but they have a plan in place to make all the repairs. In fact, if the snow clears enough, even in January, we get, the ground not covered, they'll actually start doing some of the excavation work and start making the repairs. So they're aware of it, they've got a plan in place, and they've got it budgeted to fix. So if anything like that comes up, or anybody calls you, it's being taken care of. We didn't know about it because it wouldn't have come to any of our committees or anything. It went to their buildings and grounds. And that's all I have. Carol?
Okay. And just to piggyback on that playground issue, I understand that the ISD received a grant to fix the playground. And one of the challenges with the playground is that it is completely handicap accessible, which means because of some of the special equipment that they need, it really costs thousands of dollars to fix and retrofit. It will probably almost be like a whole new playground. They've got to excavate and dig out and replace a lot of faulty parts. It's pretty, it's a multi-step process. So, but it sounds like it'll be done by the spring, but they just got the money and the okay to move forward. So they assured us, and we knew about the problem at the beginning of the year because it's been closed off since the beginning of the year because of the inspection. They didn't pass the inspection. And I think you had asked me, Teddy, about how often our playgrounds are inspected. That playground is inspected every year because of the nature of the playground. Our other playground across the street at Atkins is inspected about every 4 years. So it's a little bit, and the last inspection of that was clean and clear.
How long ago was that? Was it 4 years ago?
Yeah, Jeff told me it's been about 3 or 4 years ago.
Because last year, when I happened to be over there, a spoon broke a seat
Okay.
when the student was on it. So,
At Atkins or Thomas White?
Atkins.
Okay.
That swing was repaired.
It was
We
repaired.
ordered new chains and seats, and they were replaced.
Okay, so
That was last
technically
year.
it has been inspected then.
Yeah, and I actually, when that one broke, I actually ordered extra and we replaced them all.
Thank you, Steve. I didn't know that. So, you have in front of you the district updates, which I usually bring to you, which is little updates on what's happening in every building in the district and then some general district-wide updates. I just want to call your attention to one. I don't have a lot of information on it yet, but I will. And that's under the district-wide. Since I've been here, the information that I have has been up and down about whether or not we will be receiving non-homestead taxes for VV. But it sounds like something has changed recently, and the ISD is recommending that we have an off-cycle 18-mil non-homestead election in May. And so we're going to be meeting next week. It'll be ISD officials and Pete and/or Melissa, hopefully both, to talk about putting that together. And it's not just us, it'll be Saginaw Public too. They also have to do the same thing. Get this election on the ballot for May 2017. And I don't have a whole lot of information on it right now, but as I get more information, I will share it with you. Atkins and Thomas White will be having their Christmas music presentation. For the high school will be too also. Do you know when the Christmas, the music program for the high school will be?
It was December 7th, and it was outstanding.
Okay.
Outstanding.
Okay, that's already passed. And the one for Atkins is December 12th. And so, and they're doing them all day.
That's today.
Is that today? Oh, so, no, that's today. And so I guess they're gonna have to, is today the 12th? Okay, so they'll be rescheduling, I guess, and I'll have to get to you about when the reschedule, and hopefully they will have those rescheduled before we leave for Christmas break, which begins the end of the day next Wednesday. And I do have, well, I have the information on the report about Javarius and Cody, and that's very exciting, and I hope both of them are selected to play in the game. I won't go into any details here, but I have the superintendent update. This is just kind of my log of what I've done for the week. Larry, I want to assure you, first of all, I want to apologize for those signs not being put up in the gym. I don't know what happened, especially since I had a conversation with Jeff recently, but I assure you, and I won't have to put them up, and neither will you, Teddy, or any member of this board, but those signs will be put up in the gym before this week is over.
Tomorrow morning before the Franklin game?
We're at Franklin.
Oh, you're at?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
Before the next home game.
Yeah, our next home game is it next week?
The girls, I believe, are Wednesday.
Okay. That should not be a problem, getting it up before Wednesday. So I'll let you know when they get it. I have no idea what part of the gym those will be placed in, but I know Jeff and I did have a conversation about it, and I thought it was done. Didn't follow up, and I apologize, and we'll make sure that that is taken care of. And I'm sorry Marty is not here, because I have a little recognition for both you and Marty, and it's your last board meeting. And I just wanted to recognize you. I have a certificate and just a little bit of, well, the MASD member transcript. So it looks like you have been on the board since 2013, which has been 4 years. And according to the transcript, you have attended the Introduction to School Board Service, and you ought to actually get credits for those. The certificate says, Bridgeport Spaulding Community School District Certificate of Appreciation awarded to Larry Long as a member of the Board of Education. We appreciate your dedication and your commitment to the district, and sincerely appreciate your dedication, commitment, and your expertise as a businessman. That's a very valuable asset to have someone like you on our board. And sorry to see you leave, especially for some of the reasons that you said, or at least this reason that you articulated today. But I wish you the best, and I hope you keep Bridgeport, Spaulding Community Schools in your thoughts, and we'll find other ways to, once you get over this sign business, to support us. And hopefully we will get past that. Martha A. Sageman, and I have a certificate that says the exact same thing, and she, and I don't have all of the history here, but I know she's been on the board 2 different times. The first time beginning in 1996 1987, and then she stepped off the board and returned in 2004. So for the second time, she's been on the board for 12 and a half years, which probably means she is the longest tenured board member probably ever to serve on the board. And I have 4 pages of MASB credits that have been awarded to her. In fact, she is a level 7 President's Award of Recognition, Advocacy Skills Specialty Award. And she has earned 1,708 education credits through the MASB. So although Marty is not here, I do thank her and want to express our appreciation for all of her service and commitment, dedication to the district. And I'll make sure that she gets her certificate, and Larry, I will personally hand this to you. Thank you very much. Again, I wish you the best, and hopefully you will continue supporting Bridgeport Community Schools. I don't have anything else. Please make sure that in your leisure you read the update, the superintendent update, and the district update. Our schools are doing some really good things, and we want to make sure, I don't want to get into a whole lot of details here, because it'll take us too much time, but please make sure you go through that and see some of the highlights of what's going on in the district. We have, 12 days, 11 days till Christmas? Coming soon. Santa is coming. I wish all of you the absolute very best Christmas season, holiday season. Be safe. I hope you have a safe, peaceful, restful, joyous time with your family and friends. We'll see you in January.
And the same to you, Carol.
Thank you.
And all of us.
Can I say something?
Sure you can.
I have enjoyed working with you, Larry. It has been rough, being in deficit, but I have appreciated your financial expertise and your support. It's not been easy coming back and trying to bring the district out of deficit, but I've appreciated your patience, your insight, and trying to share ideas on which we can go forward. I'm gonna miss that, but I know I can call you or email you, so that'll be a pleasure. But I have enjoyed really working with you.
Well, you got my number, Bridgeport's still home. And I'll get over this, but
Thank
we
you
come looking
so
for you
much.
at the front desk, too. Sometimes you do.
Thank you so much for
Tomorrow.
serving the finance committee and have done a great job heading up the finance committee, moving us forward. We have not been stagnant. Our meetings have been